Salmon bricks after dark, yeah, we bout to spark. Season 2 recap, big brother ready to embark. Yo, it's Sam in the booth, you know I came to play. Crypto cash flowing, but it's BB all day. Runner up from season 1, I got that fire. Now I'm back with bricks, taking you higher. Georgetown point guard, but I'm still a hustler. Now we here talking strategy, not just muscle, bro. Salmon bricks, yeah, we break it down. Late night vibes when the stars come around. From alliances to blind sides, the drama's hot on Salmon bricks after dark. You know we got the plot. Yo, we got the plot. I'm Robert Brick 6'9" on the grind. Clone of Bobby B, but I got my own mind. Survivor jury, now it's BB season 2. Playing hard in the dark, now I'm podcasting with you. It's all strategy, alliances, and moves. And when it comes to Big Brother, we got the groove. Salmon bricks, here we break it down. Late night vibes when the stars come around. From alliances to blind sides, the drama's hot on Salmon bricks after dark. You know we got the plot. Sit back, tune in, grab a drink or two. Salmon bricks got the recap coming just for you. From crypto to strategy, we bring the spark. It's Salmon bricks after dark, where the game leaves its mark.
And welcome back to Tam and Bricks After Dark. This is one of your hosts, Tamir Al-Thor.
And another of your hosts, Robert Bricks.
Man, it is great to be back here with you. I always like doing these recordings. This week was another exciting week. The most important countdown, I'll make sure people understand. Jordan Fox still at 2 challenges won. Not quite to that number 5 of Tam Al-Thor.
No. Yeah. Your record looks pretty solid for that contention. JD's getting up there as far as second and third place finishes, though.
He's doing good, and Tyrone's got three wins, but I'm okay if Tyrone gets to 5. It's just the one person saying they want 6 that has got me watching. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. But it's been a wild week, just absolutely woolly to continue on the chaos of last week as well.
It's been a lot happening.
Surprise double winner for the HOH.
Yeah, so when Tyrone got that dub, he was pretty excited about it. And it looked like the other two were a little bummed out that they were missing out. But then, lo and behold, we went to a tiebreaker with Frank and Moira fighting for that second spot. Frank was the one who walked away with it. His first challenge win of the season.
I think that the producers were expecting this to be a lot more contentious given what happened afterwards, because they had to agree on a third nominee, and if they weren't working together, that might have been something challenging, but it worked surprisingly smooth.
When we designed this, we were hoping, not when we designed it, when the host designed it, I'm sure they were hoping that there would be maybe some people from different alliances getting this win and have a little bit of a struggle, but that is not what happened. The three people initially nominated were Heath, Justin, and Sean. What do you think about that?
I mean, it seems like the big alliance, the Fellowship of the Tongs, the Women's Alliance, everything kind of smushed together, and those three are on the outside. It doesn't bode well. It looks like there's a group that's just running the house right now.
I don't know if I agree. There's been a lot of alliances formed. The first real alliance formed was Justin, Jordan, and Sean. That fell apart almost instantly. Justin and Sean stayed together, and they tried to reform into the Jim Bro Alliance, bringing in JD, bringing in Tyrone, bringing in, I think there was another one. It might have
been Frank. He works out a lot.
Frank. I don't think it was. I think there was somebody else in that Jim Bro Alliance, but that, with JD being not somebody you can really trust since he's trying to just be in with the girls at all times, that fell apart. Tyrone formed a new alliance with the Fellowship of the Tongs, which I think is the strongest alliance in the game. The girls' alliance is still floating, but without Jasmine, I think Jasmine was a big linchpin for Jordan. And without Jasmine, I feel like Daisy and Moira have kind of floated away somewhat. Daisy on
I would
her own,
agree. And
Moira.
Moira's really involved with the Fellowship of the Tongs as well.
I think so. So I think the Girls Alliance is kind of not falling apart, not like the Gym Bros, but it is the power is decentralized. I think if one of those girls
Well,
wins, maybe it
I
could come
think that
back.
as much as it's been talked about, that the Girls' Alliance was more of an illusion, a mirage
It
than
started
anything
as
else.
an
I don't know
illusion,
if you're...
but they 100%
Yeah.
made an alliance. I was watching the episode where they all were in a room and Jordan said, "Hey, we should make an alliance," and they agreed. They even named
Uh-huh.
themselves something about Ashley, who was in my first season. I'm blanking on Ashley's Angels, maybe. They had a name and everything, and they had agreed to go to the end together, but they just haven't really done much since then.
No.
But they've always voted
It's good
together.
to see. Yeah, it's good to see the strategic alliances, though, forming, that we're actually getting some strategy
Mhm.
instead of what felt like just a lot of people floating through the game sleepwalking.
There was a moment last week where Justin, JD, Mel were all in there was another person, Sean, and there was another person. There was five people all in the kitchen together, and they were saying that they needed to work together to get Jordan out. Heath was the other one. Work together to get Jordan out. And they formed this alliance that I thought was going to happen, and then instantly, as soon as JD got a glimmer, he threw that alliance away. And so like we have all these people floating with no alliance, and it's like, what are you going
Right.
to do? But JD got himself in a spot of trouble. What did you see on that episode?
Well, there was a big confrontation with all of the folks. It looks like the fact that he's been just double dealing and trying to be everyone's romantic
Yeah, there was a
partner kind of blew up in his face. I think it was well deserved and has been coming a long time.
there's been a lot of showmances. In my season there was none. There was one little failed showmance between Tony the Mastermind and Ashley, but that was it. In your season there was a couple different little showmances that started, but one really took off between Kat and
Yeah,
Izzy.
Kat
But
and
this
Izzy.
season
Yeah,
has been the one guy in one after another showmance that really he's just trying to get as much physical affection as he can from these girls and play them.
I still think that he wants to be on The Bachelor and not Big Brother.
Well, I mean, it feels kind of like Daisy and Jordan want to be on The Bachelor too because they're fucking really invested. Mel seems to be really invested. It, I'm not. I'm seeing way more energy spent on relationships and way less on strategy. Jordan's the maybe sole exception, but even Mel, she wins a veto, a huge win in my opinion, but I don't really see her use it strategically. She doesn't make a deal or any kind of promises from Justin. She just uses it and says she hopes he'll be better.
Well, he did at least make some reconciliatory actions towards the rest of the house, trying to actually mend fences.
I agree,
So
but
that
not
that
towards
is
her.
good.
That's not when you
No,
have the power. You could get
yeah,
promises.
right. I definitely would have played for it harder, but it will be interesting to see how it works, especially with how it's been talked about after the veto. Mel wins that veto, pulls down Justin, and all of a sudden, after having really no solid plan of what's going to happen, everybody's all of a sudden trying to work seemingly to get Sean out, which comes as
Yeah,
a huge surprise.
it was a surprise because I knew Frank has been talking about getting Sean out. I've been seeing him talking in, but he didn't really get any legs to it. But it seems like Jordan really wants to protect JD. She thinks she could use his vote, and so far he's voted everywhere she wants each time. So she's trying to protect him. So she was able to convince Daisy. She was able to convince Mel. Um, so that girl alliance, like I said, is not fully falling apart. It's just not. It doesn't meet or make plans. It just waits for Jordan to call the shot. Um,
I think the production team has teased the fact that it's going to be a double elimination
yeah,
though,
they're
and
gonna
I
be
think that's going to
surprised.
throw everything into fucking
That's
chaos.
gonna be a surprising twist. I can't wait to see what happens. I think Sean is fucked with the amount of votes he's coming his way. But
Yeah,
who is the second one going to be? Heath seems the easy default, but how many votes will it take? I mean, with this, we got two groups out there who have linked their votes. If Mel and Jordan don't vote the same way, or if Justin and Daisy don't vote the same way, we could have as few as 4 votes.
right. I think that Jordan and Mel are going to be on the same page now that they've coordinated. I think Justin and Daisy are going to split, but I think I'm calling Moira. is going to keep on that Heath train with this and try and get that out. I don't think JD ends up with any votes given the cancellation.
So if Justin and I'm not Justin, so if we guess that Jordan and Mel both vote Sean like they have most recently said. Obviously, as soon as this announcement makes, anything could change, but that's going to be 3 votes right there on Sean. Daisy has agreed as of now to vote Sean too. You think she votes Sean?
I think that I don't think she votes JD, which is what I think Justin's gonna vote. So I think that vote's gonna get canceled.
So Justin, so you think Justin and Daisy's votes are thrown away. So we've gone down from 6 to 7 with the Mel down to 5. So that leaves Dutch. That leaves Moira. And who else? Is that
I
it?
think that's it. That's the 5.
So Dutch and Moira, if that is true, are Dutch and Moira both going to vote Heath, you think?
I think Dutch votes Sean because he's mostly down with what Frank calls, except when he doesn't. But I think Moira's going to be the one who puts Heath out.
So you think it could go... that's interesting.
I'm calling 4-1 is my
I'm going to not go with that. I think that the announcement is going to stir stuff up. I don't know how it's going to go, but I don't think it's going to be 4-1. I might even see, I don't know. I could see, I don't know. It's hard because they're going to be all in the living room together. It's hard to say. I definitely do not think Justin is going to vote Sean no matter what. So
I agree.
I could see Daisy voting Heath. I could see Justin Justin, it seems willing. He had a meeting in front of the whole house in the living room where he called out people's plans, and he might be willing to talk in the living room and try to get Daisy to vote with him. So I don't think Daisy will be really hard to sway Heath. I don't think Daisy would be really hard to sway to JD. I don't know what's going to happen. I think it's going to be more chaotic, though. I think the living room, there's going to be some real conversations about who they're going to vote.
Well, as much chaos as this is going to be, I think it's going to be nothing compared to some of the tribals I had to sit through.
Yeah, I watched that, and that was some shit. That was intense. Mm-hmm. I never had any experiences like that. My votes were fairly simple. There was that one snake and rat hunt vote that was pretty intense after the fact, but yeah, I've never been in a situation like this.
It's going to be fun. This is a chance to see what people are made of and how the shot callers are actually able to marshal their troops. I'm
going to be having a little a watch party for the live eviction. Madison's already committed to coming. Do you want to join us?
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, sorry about that. And with that, I think... Oh, no, hold on. There was one more thing on the agenda. There were 3 powers added to the game this week. What did you think about that?
I mean, a couple of them are not the most impactful, but
I agree.
It's always good to have those advantages, be able to shake things up, and there's a chance that if JD does go out this week, that power gets passed along to Daisy, which causes another power to go off.
You think he would go to Daisy?
I have no idea what he's thinking. It might. It's gonna go to one of the girls.
Yeah, it would definitely go to a girl. I think right now it's more likely to go to Mel.
Maybe that's true. I just can't keep track of where his actual affection is.
I don't think his affection's all for himself.
Yeah. Right.
But it's been entertaining, and that's it. I'm excited to see what happens. I can't wait to meet with you next week and talk about this week's events.
Oh yeah, it'll be great.
Good night, house
Cheers.
guests.
Yo, welcome to the late night vibes, this is where we shine. Tam and Bricks got the insights, we're one of a kind. From Big Brother's house to the crypto deals we unfold. Let's take a deep dive, hear the stories untold. It's Tam L4, the runner-up, feel the fire. With Robert Bricks, we elevate, climbing higher. Tam and Bricks at the dark, we're bringing the heat. With stories from the house, this podcast can't be beat. Tune in for the laughs, the drama, the strife. Join us on this journey as we share the Big Brother life. Big Brother S2, secrets we gonna reveal. From strategies to alliances, it's also real. Bricks brings the high 6-9 in the game. Survivor in his past, but he's back with new fame. In the dark we'll shine, dissecting every twist. Get ready for the drama you don't wanna miss. Time and breaks out the dark, we're bringing the heat. With stories from the house, this podcast can't be beat. Tune in for the laughs, the drama, the strife. Join us on this journey as we share the Big Brother life. Time and breaks out the dark, we're bringing the heat. With stories from the house, this podcast can't be beat. Tune in for the laughs, the drama, the strife. Join us on this journey as we share the Big Brother life. Big Brother S2, secrets we gonna reveal. From strategies to alliances, it's also real. Brings the height, 6'9" in the game. Survivor in his past, but he's back with new fame. In the dark we'll shine, dissecting every twist. Get ready for the drama you don't wanna miss. Time and breaks out the dark, we're bringing the heat. With stories from the house, this podcast can't be beat. Tune in for the laughs, the drama, the strife. Join us on this journey as we share the Big Brother life. So lock in your seats, it's time